How is everyone doing today? We'll just wait for full down. How can you be full down? Are you full down today? I mean, correction तो होना ही था. बहुत बहुत ऊपर गया था. But good it happened today. Oh shit. Multiple Adani Group companies being investigated by SEBI. Hoo, hoo, hoo. CDSL is not stopping at all, man, for some reason. You're right. You're right. We'll just wait for a few more seconds for people to join and then we'll start, okay? Just mute. More IPO, more demat, you're right. What can we'll just wait 2 more minutes. So it's been raining a lot in Bangalore and Bombay, I'm assuming, because I think Bombay also, I think they called for a red alert. Yeah. Good. I mean, it's nice if it's raining. No harm if it rains. Okay. I think we can start. Should we start? Okay. Let's go. Okay, so let's look at what happened in the market today. There was a massive corruption, it seems, correction. Sorry, there was massive correction in the market today. It went down by around 586 points. Now, usually when such things happen, I try to take advantage, but I screwed up a little bit today. So in the morning, the market was down. I think Bank Nifty was down by 500 points in the morning, right? So when it was down by 450 to 500 points in the morning, I actually picked up a call option on Bank Nifty, right? In the morning, when I'm like, चलो ये सुबह सुबह का प्रॉब्लम है शाम तक ठीक हो जाएगा. I thought usually after that it'll reverse, but it actually got screwed because then Bank Nifty fell from 450 points to 750 points. So it went down by 200 points, and I'm like, oh shit. So then I averaged it even more. I bought it even more. Now, hopefully, tomorrow it had to correct, but usually when there's such a big sell off, usually tomorrow there will be a it should ideally go up. If it doesn't go up, then I have to exit it with my loss. If not, hopefully it'll be going up. So that's all. That's the difference. Yeah, I got screwed, man. Saurabh, you're right. Nice gif. Yeah. So that was Bank Nifty, guys. Nothing else. Apparently, clean the IPOs that came out today, right? There was a clean what clean kya tha uska naam? Clean Science Technology IPO went up 76%. The people who got nice listing gains today, you have to buy everyone a coffee because you guys got nice listing gains. Then there's also GR Infra, correct? There was also GR Infra. Let me tell you what happened there. GR Infra 108%. Who all got GR Infra? Please come and give coffee to everybody. Next treat on the meetup is yours because you got nice money on this, right? Yeah, so what else happened? Okay, this was with the IPO stocks. What else happened with the other stocks or our usual holdings? Explio, I think, is down by 5% because it is now correcting after that mega rally of 82%. So, thoda niche aega. RACL Geartech was down in the morning, surprisingly, uh, around 10 o'clock. And then I don't know what happened that it just went and hit upper circuit of 10%. Explio is down, yes, because it is correcting. Infobeans, a lot of people had. I've invested 4+ lakhs in Explio, but that is not for now. That is for slightly later. Infobeans finally broke its circuit. Normal coffee, yeah. Yeah, Info. ಹೇಗೆ? ಕಾಫಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ? ಏನ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್? ಯಾವ ಕಾಫಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿಯೋಕೆ ನಾವು ತಂದಾನ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು. Okay. I think my vanilla coffee now tastes like mint coffee for some reason. So I'm not understanding what happened to my coffee. It feels like there's some mint inside. I'm not sure if my maid put mint powder or some tulsi or something inside by mistake. It feels like, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so Infobeans is 1.93% up. It actually broke the circuit today. RSCL went up that we saw. Our old and dear old grandfather Aarti Surfactants got up today a little bit, went up almost by 5% and then came back to 2.5%. For some reason, CDSL is constantly going up, guys. It is, I can't understand what's happening with CDSL. CDSL is constantly behaving like happiest minds, if you've seen it, right? I have no idea why CDSL is going up. I'm assuming it's because of the news that is coming out constantly. Have you looked at the, okay, yeah, two things are coming out. One is the NSDL news, right? Because NSDL is coming to list. That is one. But do you know the other reason why CDSL might be going up? Might be going up because all these IPO news are coming out. Remember when Zomato IPO came out? Apparently, a lot of youngsters came and opened accounts and bought it just for IPO, right? So, I mean, yeah, holding NSDL and CDSL, both of them are monopoly players, by the way. I would prefer NSDL over CDSL, to be honest, because NSDL is for the National Stock Exchange, and National Stock Exchange has better future than the Bombay Stock Exchange, right? So I would prefer NSDL any day more than CDSL. So if, but both are moat. Look at that. Both are moat businesses. Both are competition free businesses, monopolistic businesses. Like if you just capture all the monopolistic businesses in the market, that itself will give you significant amount of returns, right? IRCTC is moat business. CDSL, NSDL is moat business. There's even BSC, right? BSC, which is listed. I don't know whether you guys know this. Uh, but Bombay Stock Exchange is also listed, by the way. Where did it go? Can't find it here though, for some reason. IEX, yes, IEX is also there, which is also MCX, again, biggest commodity trading platform. IEX is up by 5%. MCX is again a moated business, where it's difficult for CAMS. Yes, again, 64% market share on CAMS, that is also there. So many businesses that are like, these are businesses that will not die unless the stock market dies, right? For example, NSDL will stay alive. Just imagine, NSDL will stay alive until National Stock Exchange is alive, correct? And India will never let National Stock Exchange die, correct? So NSDL will always be there as long as the stock market is there. Now just imagine, okay, now I'll put this into perspective for all the 24, 25 year olds in the game, right now. Just imagine, if you think stock market will be there for the next 30, 35 years, okay, and so many people will make bank accounts. Imagine Abhi, okay, Abhi, there are so many people who made bank accounts. Now all the people who have made bank accounts right now, all of you guys at the age of 20, 21, 22, 25, you guys will have these demat accounts till the age of 60. Yes, you guys will have the demat account till the age of 60. Agreed. Now, do you know, every year more people like you are coming out and making their own demat account, and then every year from people graduating from 17 years to 18 years, right? Earlier people used to make their demat account at the age of 25. Now with financial literacy, people are making demat accounts quite earlier. Now if people who are just turning 18 start making demat accounts, just imagine what will happen on NSDL and CDSL, right? And they will keep it for 60 years. So it is like a, it is it's compounding users. The way I see it, it is beautiful compounding users, right? Every year new people are coming into the stock market, every year new people are making accounts. And it's not like you will delete a demat account, right? How many of you will actually delete a demat account? It's not like an app that you can just delete. Once you have a demat account, boss, it is not easy to delete. Yeah, you can delete some brokerage apps, but that doesn't delete your demat account, correct? So you will always have it. So it is quite interesting to look at. So my perspective is, if you're 24, 25 right now, imagine what will be the value of CDSL and NHDL at the age of 60. Just imagine. Just take a wild guess at the age of 60 what will be the value of CDSL or NHDL, either or. बहुत लंबा गेम है, बट पैसा भी उतना लंबा रहेगा ना. For whoever asked me that, 10 times is an understatement, dude. Market cap is 16,000 crores right now. 16,000 crores. That's it. 1 lakh to will reach right now. In a few years only, it will reach 1 lakh crore market cap, which is almost 7 8 times. By the time it reaches what? By the time you reach 55 60, with the amount of bonuses, with the amount of splits, face value of 10 rupees, with the amount of dividends that you get, this can be the golden goose that keeps laying eggs for you. Why? Because you know, जब तक stock market है CDSL है, जब तक stock market रहेगा CDSL रहेगा. Unless BSE and NSE die, or unless something new comes tomorrow, a new exchange might come tomorrow, NHDL, CDSL, and PBSL, some new thing can come tomorrow and then take down the entire system. That is also possible. But as long as no new exchange is coming, I don't see any threat. Correct? Yeah, Davneet is right. Then we'll be sitting with maybe Gutka or Rajnikanda in our mouth and talking at that point, saying, हमने वो टाइम पे 5,000 रुपए में CDSL खरीदा था, अभी it is 5,000 crores, age of 65 right now, and that's it. तभी थोड़ा American accent also will put, because we have to show we're a global investor also, right? अभी 50x हो गया. Yeah, Angrezi accent for global investor perspective, because we have to show the people we're not only for India, we are Bharat and we are Videsh, so everywhere. So yeah, um, unless and until there is no new exchange coming into the market, this will still be successful, right? And then at that point, all these Ajay Devgan and Shah Rukh Khan will come and give you salam at that point, right? Not to each other in the ad, because you will be at 5,000 crores. So just imagine. So crazy, crazy. But again, I'm only thinking about that lamba game. I agree, right? It's a very, very long game. But if it is a long game, but even if it's that long, but you know for a fact that it is certain, can you tell me which stocks today you can tell with utmost certainty will be there for 30 years? Even if you tell me Reliance will be there for 30 years, I cannot give you guarantee. I will like, क्या पता बेटा कुछ कर देगा तो खराब हो गया तो. After looking at Anil Ambani, I have no guarantee for anyone. Correct? So you can't tell basically. ITC will be there, yes. Will ITC go up? God knows. But ITC will be there for sure, because FMCG requirement, right? It definitely. Yes Bank to chance hi nahi. Who's telling Yes Bank will be there for 30 years? Yes Bank didn't have guarantee in the last 3 years whether it will be there. Tata will be there. Why? Because it's time and tested, and Tata is multiple layers pay. It's killing it, right? Tata is diversified and killing it in diversified areas. So Lotus Labs, no idea. In fact, the founder of Lotus Labs is quite old, right? So you don't know what will happen after that. No. The most important thing for you to tell whether something will last for 30 years is to see, will it last without the head? Is it such a big company that you don't need a head to run it? So today, even if Ratan Tata is not there in Tata, Tata is still running, right? Because the management has been built in such a way that the management will run with or without Tata. Infosys, same thing, is running with or without Tata. Correct? L&T, yes, very good by Das. L&T runs with or without the founder of. It's not like Larsen or two bros sitting there and running things in India. So a company becomes an institution when you don't have a head running it, or it's dependent on a head. IRCTC, yes, but IRCTC, I'm actually worried little bit. Can someone tell me why I'm worried about IRCTC? Little bit. Not because of government, because of privatization. Yes. Because of this privatization, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, somebody will come and do privatization and they'll give it to one of their friends. Either Ambani or Birla or Tata, or not Tata. Poor guy, Tata never gets all this, never falls into all this. Adani, something new will come, right? Uh, so someone will come and privatize it and take it over. So I'm not very sure about IRCTC, to be honest. But the other things like NSDL, CDSL, Adani can't come. Nobody can come in NSDL and CDSL, right? Patanjali again, pata nahi yaar, because a lot of people are becoming smart in India, so maybe they'll figure out, boss, tu kuch galat bech raha hai, right? Not like he's selling something bad, but he suddenly comes out with the coronavirus vaccine at that point when people just understood what corona was, right? He came out with coronel, remember, and then India had to tell sorry to the entire world. Imagine how disappointing that was, that India had to apologize to everyone in the world saying sorry boss, it was cough syrup, right? It was not a coronavirus vaccine. So yeah, again, let's not get into that. So Patanjali again, maybe not, I don't know, right? Geo will be there. How do you know, Anubhav? If Vodafone could get disrupted by Geo, okay, if Vodafone could get disrupted by Geo, what's to say that tomorrow a multi global phone player from abroad cannot come into India and disrupt Geo? What if AT&T comes in? You know, AT&T is like one of the biggest player in US, right? Verizon, AT&T. What if AT&T enters India? The reason why telecom sector today is so bad in India, not bad, but so difficult in India, is because there are a lot of rules and regulations, and the market, the infrastructure of the telecom sector is not built so well for other players to enter. Like there's still a lot of rules and regulations, lot of gray areas, right? Still a lot of gray areas in the main market. So maybe tomorrow, yeah, something like Starlink, or maybe when everything becomes fine, someone will come and disrupt that area also, so you'll never know. So again, I wouldn't say Geo is a moated business, right? But CDSL, NSDL, rako bacche ke liye rako, you put it in your kids fund and keep it aram se, just sleep after buying it. Every month do SIP and buy it and keep it, right? Because that is something that will last for quite a bit. And I would go a little heavy on NSDL more than CDSL, but I would keep both. क्यों पता नहीं क्या होएगा कल NS, because NSC has this history of doing glitches and having issues, correct? And then if NSC gets listed by NSC also and BSC also, who knows, 25 years later NSC might shut down because some hacker group from some world will shut down NSDL and NSC, and up BSC को touch नहीं करेंगे ज़्यादा because BSC is not so active on volume. So maybe they'll touch NSC and then everyone will go on BSC, who knows? But it's better to keep both, no? How does it matter? But don't keep big allocation in BSC. I'm saying keep small majority in NSC. So something like, yeah, SIP in index funds versus SIP in CDSL NSDL. I would go SIP in CDSL NSDL. I don't like index funds for main reason is because I'm smart enough to beat the index. Because there are fundamentally good stocks that you can find that beat the index. Right? If index is giving you 20% in the year, you can beat the index because there are some fundamentally strong stocks. See, how do we find these stocks, right? For a stock to rally, there are a couple of things you need to understand. Okay, when a stock rallies, 6 months ago, we had a very different approach to the market. Okay, can you guys? I'll give you a quick history because none of you all think about it that way, right? If I ask you 6 months ago, 1 year ago, fuck 6 months ago, 1 year ago, what was rallying 1 year ago? Can you guys tell me? 1 year ago, coronavirus time, what was rallying at that point? What was the trend in the market? Not everything. There was a particular sector that was rallying a lot. Pharma sector. It was outperforming everything. Everything. More than IT, pharma was outperforming. So what happened is pharma sector came into the limelight at that point, right? What is happening with pharma sector now? Is it in the limelight right now? No, not that much. Correct. Then what happened after pharma sector happened? I'll tell you how it worked, right? First pharma sector rallied, everyone started buying pharmaceutical stocks. CNBC started talking about pharmaceutical stocks. Everyone in the market started talking about pharmaceutical stocks. Immediately after that, people realized that China manufacturing got shut down because of coronavirus. When that happened, Make in India push came in. At that point, everyone realized, boss, chemicals came into the picture. Everyone was like, China shut down. So chemicals happened. Chemicals was before steel. Okay. So chemical sector started rallying at that point. All the chemical stocks started going up first. After the chemical stocks went up, then the steel pricing came into the picture because why? Everyone came out with stimulus packages. Everyone said we will boost infrastructure, we will boost spending, we will boost everything. right? Biden came out and made some $1 trillion plan to boost everything, right? So after the chemical sector, the steel sector rallied. Quite recently, steel sector rallied. After the steel sector rallied, IT sector started rallying as well. Why? Because it kept pushing. Then ethanol sector rallied for a few months, yeah, almost a few weeks, few months. Ethanol sector rallied. Now next kya hoga? But now, do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, when a stock rallies, there is always a theme in the market. Cement also is rallying, yes. There's always a theme in the market when the stocks are rallying. So it is very important to understand which fundamentally strong stock you should catch in which rallying theme. So tomorrow, if tourism is rallying, assume, I'm just giving example. अगर tourism rally कर रहा है परसों, then क्या करेगा? What will you go buy? You start buying fundamentally tourism good stocks. Why? Because the non-fundamentally good stocks will not go up, only the fundamentally good stocks will go up, right? So you start picking up all the tourism stocks, hotel stocks. So it is Anil Lamba said this very smart, right? He never looks at which company to buy. Do you know this? He never puts screener, he never finds out which company to buy. He finds out which sector to buy. He does not find which company to buy. He's like, I will look at 30 companies in the same sector and then realize the sector was bad, it is useless. I find out which sector is good. After I find out that this sector has potential for the future, then I find out the gems in that particular sector. Correct? So that is what he does. So ideally, then, to be safe, would you also agree, to be safe, assume this super 20 thing that we do in the future, to be safe, wouldn't it be safe that you buy the top two fundamentally strong stocks of almost each sector? And there are only like 5 or 7 or 10 sectors. So हर एक सेक्टर में दो फंडामेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टॉक्स इफ यू बाय एंड कीप इट, जब भी कुछ भी रैली होगा, आईटी हुआ V1, राइट, फार्मा हुआ ग्रेड V1, स्टील हुआ चलो V1 देयर, then steel will, nobody talks about steel now. Why? It is cyclic. But I made my money. Has it gone up in 1 year? Great, it has gone up. Then 5G, whatever, telecom stocks में थोड़ा ले लिया, fine. IT stocks में थोड़ा ले लिया, fine. Banking stocks, by the way, banking rally has not happened yet, right? Banking rally has not happened yet. So that is yet to happen. So electric vehicle, which is automotive sector, correct? Electric vehicle is basically automotive sector. So buy some automotive ka two stocks and keep. Then financial sector mein two you happen and keep. No, banking did not rally the way it was supposed to rally. The way other stocks rallied, banking did not rally, right? Banking ka utna, I mean, the rally that you saw was, I would say, nothing compared to the actual banking rally that can happen. And in fact, abhi to fintech kaisa disrupt ho raha hai with so many neo banks coming into the picture. In fact, with these neo banks coming in, it is even better for banks, because all these neo banks are tying up with other banks. So if you look at Federal Bank, there is a company called Fee Money or Fi Money. I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen some ads about it. They are tying up with Federal Bank to do this neo banking system. Correct. So a lot of these banks are getting tied up with different companies to list these neo banking sectors. So ideally, I mean, in theory, it would make sense that you take out two companies from each sector, fundamentally strong companies from chemical, from pharma. First, you identify the top sectors, find two of them, eliminate the sectors that are dependent on government, because we don't want to enter something that is dependent on government policy. So I would stay away from, say, renewable energy until that sector becomes interesting, and then just keep investing. And jab bear market aega, by the way, it will come. So all the people who are getting very happy in life right now, the bear market is very likely to come very soon. Please be ready for it. And when that comes, right, that is when you should start averaging like mad. You should start averaging like mad. But by when the bear market comes, that is the opportunity of your lifetime. Okay, for all of you guys who are young, okay, who will not understand what bear market is, for all the guys who are young, the world will be crying because it will be red. You will be like, dude, it is amazing, I hope it stays lower for a long time, because then when the bull run starts for 3 years after that, I will be minting and sleeping and flying and swimming in money at that point, right? So the bear market is a very good thing, right? When correction happens, it is great. A lot of people don't understand the correction, right? Maybe the bear market happened. I don't know. A lot of people are predicting, but it's okay. We'll keep averaging upwards, right? But when the bear market happens, the country itself is making you save more, right? Because they don't want you to spend. The country will make you save more. They will increase interest rates everywhere. So at that point, you'll have anyway money in your bank account. You start instead of saving 20%, start saving 30-35% now, and start saving more because it's bear market. Nobody will be spending anyway. So you save double, right? Start saving more. And then when the bull run starts, boss, chill out, relax, enjoy, have fun. That's how it usually works. But it's coming. I'm just telling you that it's coming, right? So Joshin is saying need money to invest in bear market. That is why you should have a job and have a few passive income sources to start preparing yourself for the bear market. It is coming. I have seen the bear market, right? Boring tha. Before Corona, the market was very boring. It was not some exciting market. It was not like this. There were no IPOs coming out, right? IPOs only come out when there's a bull market. Bear market, mein, do you know that no IPOs come out? Imagine doing an IPO in a bear market. What's the point? कोई सब्सक्राइब ही नहीं करेगा. It barely be one time subscribed, leave 5x subscribed, right? So bull market में all the IPOs come, bear market में not, ये SBI cards, yes, very very important. SBI cards is coming out. That is also good. I mean, not coming out, it's already come out. But SBI cards is something that is very beneficial, but already very high market cap, 91,000 market cap. Angel broking, no man, I wouldn't bet on angel broking. Not for LIC, boss. LIC is again retirement fund. Instead of putting in PF and PPF, put it in LIC and keep. Right, that's what you should do. Because LIC was there when my dad was a kid. LIC was there. My grandfather had taken LIC policy on my dad. Now imagine that my dad is taking out on me, and I will take out on my kids in the future. LIC is still there, right? My son will take out another policy for his kids. LIC will still be there. LIC is not gonna get disrupted anytime soon, right? Um, so yeah, LIC to rahega hi. I mean, they are insuring themselves only more than us. They're insuring themselves only. So LIC versus Queen Elizabeth, I swear. Queen Elizabeth is also one dude. Okay, imagine if Queen Elizabeth had invested at an age of 18 and she was compounding till the age of what, 98, 99 she is right now. What's her age right now? My God, people go and change their DP so fast, bro. What is Queen Elizabeth's age? 95 years, guys. She's 95. That means she had 77 years of compounding till now. 77 years of compounding, assuming she had invested at the age of 18. Same with Warren. Let me check his age. See, Warren's 90, right? He also had around 70 years to sit and yeah, I would actually do that. This one said it right. Prem said it right. Normal parents will be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A for apple, B for ball. Something else, D for something else. All the fundamentally good stocks will be A, B, C, D. D for DMart, C for CDSL. So that was what. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Y for not, D for Deepak, yeah. E for yeah, exactly. So this is how I would teach people, right? If I had to teach A B C D E F G, this is how I would teach people. H for happiest, very very happy. Yeah. So that would what. In fact, the teacher in the class also will be very confused. कि ये बेटा पागल हो गया इसका A for apple बोलने से अलावा A for Adani बोल रहा है. This guy's gone mad, right? Not Adani. I need a better thing than Adani. But teacher also. In fact, after a few days, I think teacher will come and tell me, please teach him XYZ also because I'm also making my 26 stock portfolio. So अभी तक समझ में आया but वो लास्ट 4-5 में वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो रहा है, right? In fact, she'll come and ask me also after that. Extra marks. Yeah, but that's interesting. Let's see. Z for Zomato. Yeah, I swear Zomato has also come out. B for Byju's. Oh my god, that'll be too funny, dude. Yeah, teacher will leave the job. Teacher leave the job and start investing. Uh, but yeah, that's what it is, right? So main, it's not difficult. That's what I keep telling you, the guys, that it's not difficult. But fundamentally strong stocks ko pakad ke beto. Eventually, when something or the other trends, you will trend either way, right? Every year in a market trending at a particular given point of time, right? Currently, what is trending? IT stocks are trending. Why is IT trending? Because the dollar price is so high. But you know for a fact, price will change. Dollar price will start coming down again. As soon as the dollar price starts coming down, you will have to get out of IT. I mean, you'll have to start reducing your allocation on IT. But I'm not saying sell IT. I'm saying reduce your allocation on IT, and then invest it in something else that is trending again. Because we have found two fundamentally good stocks in each sector. So ideally, Super 20 should be that. So everyone should take a sector and find two of the best fundamentally moated monopolistic businesses. Correct? That is some, and in the mid cap space, not in the large cap space. If you find space, then you win. Correct? And it's not like that. And the best part of doing something like this, guys, the best part is you won't have to keep changing this. You don't have to keep changing the particular stock. Why you don't have to keep changing the particular stock? Because I don't have to change CDSL tomorrow. I don't have to change NSDL tomorrow, because fundamentally they don't keep changing a lot, right? So yeah, let's see. ठीक है, okay, that's it for the session today, guys. That was good amount of market knowledge that you guys got. Everyone got, in fact. uh, I don't know how many of you all saw the weekend episode on weekend research, but you should definitely go check it out if you missed it on the weekend. So the weekend research episode is there on YouTube. You should go check it out. More videos coming up, and we will do more. Okay, we'll keep coming out with more episodes. I'm most likely doing one Paytm IPO, DRHP episode as well. I think Devjani is like ultra fast when it comes to research. So in one day she finished research for Paytm IPO also. So now I think day after tomorrow we'll shoot that. Now it's become a point where Devjani is giving me scripts faster than I have the time to shoot. So it's become reverse, right? So insane, good stuff, good stuff. But the Subex video is very nice. You guys should enjoy it. And we will start sharing this soon. Okay, yeah, she's Flash. She's definitely Flash. Awesome. Again, see you guys soon. Okay, bye bye. Anil Lamba this Sunday. It's coming out this Sunday. Awesome. Chalo. Subex video this week. Everything's this week only. Anil Lamba this week. Subex video this week. How to invest your first paycheck this week. All this week. Coming soon. All on my YouTube. Okay. Chalo. ठीक है. Tatas. Bye bye.